listening to Living with ADHD and CPTSD, available on Apple and wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello everyone and welcome to another bonus episode of Living with ADHD and CPTSD. Today I'm going to do a CPTSD bonus episode and I want to talk about my songs in music that have helped motivate me when it comes to doing processing and working with my parts on my trauma and flashbacks. I know that this might be an interesting episode because probably not too many people necessarily think about this when they're discussing or going over their trauma and their CPTSD, but I thought this would be a different and a really cool episode for you, for my subscribers, because I was walking out at the dog park with my dog on the weekend, and I had this idea in my head as I was listening to some songs that I noticed that there are particular songs that have like deep meaning and are motivational for me, and I wanted to discuss some of them with you, the audience, so that you could get an idea. And maybe you could even realize or determine that there are some songs in your library that you listen to that actually motivating and help you when it comes to your processing for your trauma. So, unfortunately, because of copyright rules and all that stuff, I'm not able to play the song. I can obviously announce in the show the name of it and who creates it, and I can discuss some of the lyrics and such, but unfortunately, and I really wish I could, I am not able to actually talk about not actually able to play the song to any degree. Even like, I think 5 seconds or 8 seconds is the most that I could do it without possibly breaking any copyright rules and getting my podcast, or at least the episode, removed. So I'm going to bring it up a few of the songs, and hopefully you've heard of them. Hopefully it doesn't age me too much, because as you're probably aware of, I am 44, meaning that I grew up in the 80s and 90s for the most part, and a lot of my musical tastes come from that time frame. Although some of my music that I listen to now are songs that I've discovered while being in my 30s and 40s. Okay, so the first song is by Pink, and the name of the song is Raise Your Glass. And I remember it was about a year or so ago, and I was going through obviously some difficult times, doing some processing and understanding myself with my disabilities, and kind of thinking about my past and the difficulties that I had when it came to being understood and being accepted and being liked by my peers. And the song was playing through on my car, because I listened to all my downloaded songs on my iPhone in my lists, right? And it started to play, and about 10-20 seconds into the song, I started to feel emotional, like I was becoming overwhelmed, and I actually started to tear up, and I realized that this song, even though the majority of the song is about partying, like differences, right? I realized that the song touches me because it talks about like those, it kind of like reflects on people who aren't like the cool people or the normal neurotypical types. I know obviously she doesn't express that necessarily, of course, in the song. She's not saying neurotypicals are normal people, or like she does mention the words cool and, you know, like other stuff, but she's like talking about how some people are very serious, or they don't think that they're cool, that they're nerds, or that they're different, and they get harassed and teased and bullied because of it. And so the song, like I said, was touching, and it got me emotional. And so I'm not going to sing the lyrics, of course, because I don't think that would be great. And I'd be too embarrassed and too nervous to do that. So I will read some of the lyrics that I find are, you know, bring up the information or the stuff that I'm talking about regarding the song. So yeah, I'm just looking at it right now, and so she says, so raise your glass if you are wrong in all the right ways. All my underdogs, we will never be anything but loud and nitty gritty, dirty little freaks. And then another part is, so if you're too school for cool, and you're treated like a fool, you can choose to let it go, and then we can always party on our own. So she's talking about giving those people who are always ridiculed and teased or looked down upon because they're not the cool kids, or they're not the normal kid or person that understands things and does things in the right, you know, like the right style or the right way, or knows how to do stuff that's normal, or party, or knows how to act like a regular type person, right? And so she's calling them, and she's trying to motivate those people, the ones that are dealing with their problems and their insecurities, to come out and have fun and just be themselves, and don't worry about what everybody else says. Who cares, right? And that's the cool part. And I just remember this song every time I hear it, especially if I'm in the middle of doing some heavy thinking, and I'm doing a lot of processing with my system, and I'm, you know, going over stuff and working with my parts. Because a lot of times when I'm out walking, like exercising, or I'm in my vehicle and I feel like listening to music, this song can often come on, and it gives me that inspiration. It makes me feel so much better and so much more aware of who I am, and that I'm not a bad person, or I'm not necessarily a weird person by any means. I am who I am. And as far as I'm concerned, I live a happy life. I live a good life. I feel lucky that I have what I have, and to not allow ridiculous things from people who don't consider me to be a normal person to get in the way of feeling happy. So I was really excited every time I hear that song. And the funny thing is I've heard it before, a number of times before that moment when it finally hit me, and never really noticed. But I guess sometimes it just happens, and I loved it. So it is one of my songs that really motivates me, and I wanted to share that particular song. So now the next one that I listen to that I find motivating is by the group Van Halen, and it's called Right Now. So the lyrics of this song, they're pretty straightforward, although everybody seems to think there are hidden meanings when it comes to the songs. So a lot of this is very motivational because it's almost like it's trying to get you to look at your life in a different way, to change or make some changes, make some adjustments, that you can do this, and it takes hardly anything for you to fall off and make mistakes, but you got to get right back up on that horse and try again. So I'll read some of the lyrics. The very first lyrics are, "Don't want to wait till tomorrow. Why put it off another day? One more walk through problems built up and stands in our way." So you can look at that as like your trauma, all the issues and the difficulties that you have day to day that get in your way of feeling happy, feeling motivated, being capable of doing the things that you want to do, or completing a major project or something. And there's different meanings that it can relate to depending on how you look at it. But for me, I look at it as it's trying to show me that if I want to get further in life or get further in healing my system and making myself feel better and have more success in life in general, that I need to take control of it. I need to own this, right? And then it's the next set of lyrics that I really like is it says, "One step ahead, one step behind me. Now you got to run to get even. Make future plans or dream about yesterday." And then he says, "Come on, turn this thing around." So it's like you're always one step ahead and then you fall behind, and then you're always either making plans or you're dreaming, but you're not getting anywhere, right? Like you gotta get going here. And then so now, like the main chorus is really good. He says, "Hey, it's your tomorrow, and come on, it's everything, and catch the magic moment and do it right here and now." And then it means everything, and it's enlightening me right now. What are you waiting for? Right? Like it's trying to motivate you. It's trying to show you that you can do this. You can make this work, and it's up to you. Like you got to own this. You got to take what you have, and you're the only one that can really make it possible. Nobody else can do it for you, no matter what you think. So I really found this to be a very motivational song, and it inspires me. And as well, the neat part about the song is it has a really very cool piano intro at the beginning of the song, and I like how it kind of slowly builds up to the lyrics. It's really catchy too. So I think it was the first thing that I noticed when I heard the song, is that how catchy is it, and I like that song. So yeah, that's the second one. The third song that I find to be inspirational when it comes to helping me with my pain and trauma is called "The Power of Love" by Gabrielle Aplin. Now, this is an amazing song. I discovered it last year when I was searching for a similar song with the same name, but from Huey Lewis and the News, which is completely the opposite, like a totally different song. Nothing at all like this one. Like that's like obviously from the movie Back to the Future. This is a very romantic, very passionate and very strong song, but in a different way. Like it's you almost can find yourself, getting lost in the song, and the lyrics are very clear. Like it has a slow move, but it has very up, like it builds as you get toward, as you move through the song. At times it builds and gets really intense compared to like the beginning of it. And I love this song. Like her voice is incredible, and every time it comes on, I get so, like, I had that feeling like that. I get an overwhelmed tingling sensation in my body that just makes me like feel so good inside and everywhere. And every time I hear the song and certain words, like she sings the certain parts of the song in the lyrics, and it always hits. It doesn't matter. It's the same every time. It's so incredible. And so I'm going to read you the part that is the most touching, and I'll read the part that goes into it, and then it's, like, wow. Okay, so she says, it's kind of an interesting song. Like it some of the lyrics are kind of different, and they're metaphorical, and they have meaning to it. So you'll have to understand and maybe look and listen to it for yourself. So it says, I'll protect you from the hooded claw, keep the vampires from your door. When the chips are down, I'll be around with my undying, death-defying love for you. Envy will hurt itself. Let yourself be beautiful. Sparkling light, flowers and pearls and pretty girls. Love is like an energy. And then right at that line, it kind of echoes and spreads, and then going rushing inside of me. And then it's like the power of love, a force from above, cleaning my soul. Flame on burn desire, love with tongues of fire, purge the soul, make love your goal. And then she says, this time we go sublime, lovers entwined, divine, divine. Love is danger, love is pleasure, love is pure, the only treasure. I'm so in love with you, make love your goal. It's such an amazing song. I really recommend you listen to it. Find it wherever you happen to get your music from. Again, The Power of Love by Gabriel Aplin, Aplin. It's such an amazing song. I definitely recommend you check it out. Okay, so that was the third song. Now the final song that I'm going to discuss is an older song from a long time ago by Nat King Cole. Some of you may have heard this song or know of the singer. If not, maybe you should look him up. Now, I realize that some people have, obviously everybody has different tastes in music, and so this may have no appeal to you, or it may. Like, sometimes music that we don't necessarily listen to can touch us in ways that we don't think they're going to, because we don't normally go and find music that is not something that we would constantly listen to on a daily basis, or that is our favorite genre of music. But anyway, this is a song that was written back in the 1940s, and he's actually, sorry, holy crap, it is 1930s. I am very wrong. I assumed it was the 40s. So this song is like 80, close to 80, 90, almost 90 years old. And he sang it for one of his albums, and it's a romantic, slowish kind of song meant for dancing, like a partner dancing with each other. And it touches me in a way because it reminds me of being cared about. It reminds me of how much emotion I can experience when I'm in love and when I'm feeling like passion towards someone. And I was, sometimes you just get feeling very emotional inside yourself, and this is something that does that. So the lyrics are pretty cool as far as like how their meaning, and he uses very nice words to express his feelings and his thoughts in the song. So I'll read, because there's not much, I'll read the entire song. So it starts off with, the very thought of you, and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king, and foolish though it may seem, to me that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you, you'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes in stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you, you'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes and stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. So, multiple people have sung this song. It's not like he's the only one, of course, but his voice, the strength and the power and the sound or tone he has, to me is what makes it the best version of this song that has been released. And it's such a beautiful song. It's amazing. And I think that a lot of people may not admit it, maybe to their friends or in public perhaps, but in their minds or with their partner, they find that to be an amazing, beautiful song, and they share it with them. And I know I do. Okay, so that was it. I realize that everybody's different as far as music. Some of these songs that I've expressed to you guys out there might be nothing at all that you find to be inspirational towards helping you or making you feel more, more alive or more comfortable or inspired to be successful or happy or feel better about yourself. And that's fine. I am not going to debate or argue or, say that I find this particular genre of music bad or not, no talent or anything. I'm not going to do that. That's not what I'm about. And we all have our tastes and we all have our favorites. And some of you probably, I'm sure, enjoy music that's faster or maybe has more, excitement to it, or I don't know, I guess everybody has their own different tastes. So I would love to hear from you guys that listen to this episode. What are songs that you find that motivate you, that tend to make you feel better or give you inspiration to do things or to help you when it comes to dealing with trauma even? I'd love to know. I'm very curious. So why don't you comment, or you can contact me. My Twitter address is at ADHD and CPTSD, you can email me. It's livingwithadhdandcptsd at gmail.com. Sorry. You can go to my website. It's www.livingwithadhdandcptsd.ca. If you find that these episodes that you're listening to are very good and helpful, and you really enjoy them, and you find them to be inspirational for you, you can, if you like, donate. You can go to ko-fi.com. That's ko-fi.com/livingwithadhd and CPTSD. You can do either low monthly amounts, or you can do a one-time donation to help me out with my endeavors here to keep the show going. And I'd be really grateful. And also tell others about the show. Let them know that this is available, this is out there, and that you find this to be really helpful for you. And I would appreciate all the help in getting the word out on this show. Alright everyone, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. I know this is a little different than what I normally tend to do, but I thought this would be fun. Alright, talk to you later. Bye for now.